Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and good morning to you if you're just now tuning in. I'm Jeanne Francine. We appreciate you getting your breaking news headlines, top stories, and live events from us right here on Live Now from Fox. Right now, I want to give you a live look out in Gaza as we are following breaking news now at 7:19 on the East Coast. We're learning from our content partners over at the Associated Press. The Israeli Army Monday ordering tens of thousands of people in the southern city of Rafah there in the Gaza Strip along the border with Egypt to start evacuating from the area, signaling that a long-promised battleground invasion there could be imminent. The announcement complicated last-ditch efforts by international mediators, including the director of the CIA, to broker a ceasefire. The militant Hamas group and Qatar, a key mediator, have warned that an invasion of Rafah could derail the talks. The U.S. repeatedly urging Israel against invading Rafah. However, Israel has described Rafah as the last significant Hamas stronghold after 7 months of war, and its leaders have repeatedly said they need to carry out a ground invasion to defeat the Islamic militant group. An army spokesperson saying some 100,000 people were being ordered to move to a nearby Israel-declared humanitarian zone, that zone called Muwasi, and that's what you see there on your screen. He said Israel was preparing a, quote, limited scope operation and would not say whether this was the beginning of a broader invasion of the city. But after last October 7th and the unprecedented attack on southern Israel by Hamas, Israel did not formally announce this launch of a ground invasion that does continue to this day. And we do continue to discuss this conflict. I actually want to change the shot now and give you a different look there on your screen. You can see the missile strikes there in the distance. And as we continue to follow breaking news here on Live Now from Fox, we're also following other headlines this morning. This, as we know that outlooks on a potential ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war are growing dim. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu marking the country's Holocaust Remembrance Day with new calls that Israel is prepared to stand alone in its efforts to wipe out Hamas from the region. Fox News' Ted Linder reporting now on the very latest.
With the latest round of ceasefire talks in the Israel-Hamas war hitting roadblocks, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he won't fold to global calls to stop the fighting.
If Israel is forced to stand alone, Israel will stand alone.
Netanyahu issuing those remarks while commemorating Israel's Holocaust Remembrance Day, beginning Sunday night and going through Monday.
In the Holocaust, the Jewish people were totally defenseless against those who sought our destruction.
For many Holocaust survivors living in Israel, Hamas's deadly incursion on October 7th is a painful reminder of their past persecution and why it's critical for them to continue fighting for their future.
We will keep our tradition and we will keep our faith.
This comes as Prime Minister Netanyahu maintains Israel will press on with its mission to eliminate Hamas.
Countless decent people around the world support our just cause.
Israel's defense minister says Hamas is not serious about moving forward with hostage negotiations, with officials calling the terror group's demands for the IDF to withdraw from Gaza and for an end to the war as extreme. IDF officials continue warning a looming ground invasion into the southern Gaza city of Rafah is likely to take place in the near future. Netanyahu calls Rafah the last remaining Hamas stronghold in the region. It's also where tens of thousands of displaced Palestinians are sheltering from the war. Ted Linder, Fox News.
Ted, thank you so much for that update as we continue to follow breaking news headlines here on Live Now from Fox.